stage weapon, or stage Spartan, is this way that I think about. One of the cool things about being, this might be to me the coolest thing about being a stage professional, and which is cool that I can say that because it only just happened the past couple of years, and I worked for a long time to make that happen, and continue to do so. Is that being on stage it's a true craft that you can really train for, and there are so many facets to master and to so many disciplines to become fluent in. Language, how you deliver words, the use of your voice. In acting school, that was like a lot of figuring out in different pitches, timbres, etc., like ways that you could say words, which then when I started focusing more on singing became immediately, its application was immediately understood, and that like, oh, you can use different colors to create different effects and deliver different intentions, or achieve different intentions. Stage combat, like just really becoming a master of your own body, like making if your body is your instrument, making sure that it is exactly tuned to what you think would be the best possible, most highly functioning version of that instrument. It's really, it's like, I think about it like being a stage assassin. Maybe it's just like the innate male nature in me, but I like to draw some sort of a parallel to like, this would be training for combat. Obviously, it's not actually life or death, and it's not really combat, even though we have some stage combat. But it helps to keep me sane, and it helps to keep me focused. Otherwise, if I was just like, oh, well, we're just playing dress up, and there is a lot of times when it's like, hey, keep it in perspective. No one's dying here. You really are just playing dress up. In the long hours and months, etc., that at least for me I have undertaken, because I think that I trust that those are going to be the steps necessary to turn me into the ultimate stage weapon, stage Spartan, what have you. Keeping that mentality not only keeps me sane, but it also energizes me and excites me to do things that otherwise I would be like, this is complete waste of my time. It's like there are so many opportunities to constantly train yourself for patience, to train yourself for durability, to just say to yourself, you know what, like when performance comes, it is highly likely that one or many of those performances are going to be under like way less than optimal conditions. So if I can nut it up and deliver my best here, not like literally here, but here, wherever this theoretical situation would be, then I will be that much better, that much more reliable. I will know myself and my instrument that much better when the time comes. Wait, what time is it? I'm about to rehearsal in 4 minutes. That just excites me. I don't know. It tickles I think the part of me, like one of the major parts of me that's like, these are the things that I need in my life, like whatever career I would choose, stage career, performance career, that part of what I need is satisfied by the pursuit of excellence on stage. I think that it's mastery to me, like mastery over my voice and mastery over my ability to communicate and to be on stage is a major key to becoming a master of myself. So it's not really just about the stage and being great on stage. That is the goal, but on the way there, I master myself. That is the hope, and that's thus far proven to be true. And I like that. I think that's really important. It's like, I read Musashi book, fictionalized account of the great swordsman's biography. And in the book and parts of it, he's like, all right, the way of the sword. I'm a master and totally understand the way of the sword. Everything having to do with it. And, he like comes up. He's like the first person to use two swords in battle. The little sword and the big sword. But then he realizes that it's like, no, he sees the way of the sword everywhere, and he's like, oh, the way of the sword is just like one little bit of understanding that you need to have to like understand the way of life. But if you ever want to be the best swordsman, you gotta have that whole life understanding, and that I think might be a poor and crazy heady way of putting it, but that's kind of how I think about the stage, and it fires me up. So, time to go to work.